Alright, we are somewhere around Alexandria, Minnesota. And shout out Brock Lesnar. Anyway. We weren't able to get up to the farm in Menahga, where Ten Finns Creamery, the farm is. I'm sure it's a lovely place, and they got really cool packaging in an old school carton that you actually have to open up with your hands. It doesn't have like the plastic spout, which is kind of a neat little throwback. This stuff you have to shake up. It's unique. It's non-homogenized, but it's 2%, which is it's very odd. I mean, I've seen it a handful of places, Fresh Breeze, Organic, Dairy Stop, but it's not common. And for me, I think, it's certainly like whole milk, but being non-homogenized as 2%, I think it almost profiles like a whole milk. So that part of it I really appreciate. It does say on the carton, real milk the way it used to be. Now, I'm not sure the way it used to be was 2%. So they do skim off some of the fat, and they choose to not homogenize the rest of the fat that's in there. So when you pour it out, you do get the little bit of dusty bubbles on the top, which I've taken some video of. Another one from Minnesota. This one popped up. I've already done the top 10 in chocolate milks in Minnesota. I don't know that this stuff was around at that time, but it would certainly be somewhere in there. So how does this stuff rate from the taste standpoint? Well, it's super smooth, and I do appreciate the texture. The texture is great. Again, the non-homogenized texture is great, and the 2%, it makes it a little bit thinner. So it actually feels lovely. It just doesn't deliver really any kind of flavor, unfortunately. I'm looking for chocolate. Like if I was blindfolded, I don't know that I would pick out chocolate. So it's not very sweet, which is fine. Not very salty. It's not really chocolatey at all. The only taste I'm getting, and this is my second half gallon of it that I've gone through, kind of searching for a taste the whole time, is like a kind of a stationary flavor. That's stationary with an E, like as in like an envelope. Like you lick an envelope, it's lightly sweet, doesn't taste like much. Is that the carton flavor? Is it the carton imparting some flavor? It could be that, but it doesn't have enough of a flavor on its own to overpower, I guess, the potential flavor imposed by the packaging, if that makes any sense. It's certainly not offensive. It just doesn't move the needle really in any direction. I do love the texture. Texture is outstanding, and hey, I'm happy to see more 2%. I wouldn't call it a cream line, but non-homogenized chocolate milk. I think I'm happy with that. Just wish it tasted, more. Just wish it had more of a punch and flavor. One thing I failed to mention: this is Minnesota's first all A2 dairy. So it doesn't have any of the A1 protein in it. It's all A2 cows, which is a difficult thing to breed out. And so I appreciate that too. So this might be more accessible. I don't want to say for the lactose-free crowd, but then a lot of lactose intolerant consumers who have had success with A2 milk, being that the protein is easier to digest. So I'm not giving out advice, but it's something to look into if you fall into that category. Again, I love the base. It feels nice. It feels even better than your average 2% base, but it can shoulder a lot more flavor, and I just wish it had more of a pop and flavor. But hey, as it is, Minnesota is known for bland food, especially up north. I've not been to Menahga where the farm is. I don't know if they have a farm store, but I'm sure it'd be a cool place to visit. They got a cool website, and all the kids are really cute and all that. That's the 10 Finns. I'll cut away to some shots of the family, and they got all their names and everything like that. The logo is really neat. It catches the eye on the shelf. So hey, 10 Finns Creamery is doing their thing. I appreciate it. I appreciate just the novelty of it. For me, just doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. But that might be your scene if that's what you're into, and look them up and try.